Good morning everyone, welcome to the beach house. Today I've got a special episode for you. I'm doing something really cool today and I'm actually in Jared's bed right now, in Ryan and Jared's bedroom. I hope you guys loved the treasure hunt video, the Valentine's treasure hunt video yesterday that I put together for Rebecca. Today is actually the day before we filmed the treasure hunt video. I'm making that treasure hunt right now and I want to share with you guys the behind the scenes of how I made it, hopefully to inspire you guys to go out and make your own treasure hunts for your family or people that you love, maybe your siblings or your kids.
With my head in the closet, my feet on the mat, we'll go chasing the sun and we'll follow the map. When this world's got me feeling small, I'll be sure to tell my story whenever our adventure calls. When adventure calls, yeah, when adventure calls.
So I just want to kind of go through the process that I'm going through today to build my own treasure hunt. It's not going to be as good as the treasure hunts you guys are used to because I'm just making it myself. But since we didn't find any treasure in Texas, I was kind of thinking it might be fun to make my own treasure hunt for the videos so that we could still be able to experience something really fun, some fun, great adventure. And I want to do something nice for Rebecca because she's amazing and she's always doing awesome stuff for me. I hope you guys are excited to learn how I made this treasure hunt. I'm going to try to keep it fun, kind of give you guys what's going on in my mind as I'm trying to build it so that you guys can be able to take that and build your own treasure hunts. And if you guys even want to completely copy my treasure hunt with the same items and things, then feel free. I think I probably spent about $50 or $60 on everything for this at Walmart. I had to find a hiding spot that I could put everything that no one would ever go or look, especially not Rebecca, and I didn't want the kids to find it either because they're not great at keeping secrets. So this is what we've got. I've got the balloon right here. I've got the teddy bear. Underneath them, I've got conversation hearts. I've got a box of chocolates, and I've got a really big chocolate here. I've got another really big chocolate here. 52 fun date night ideas right here. I've got a huge Hershey's Kiss right here. And then I've got a card. This is like the really big card. And then the one thing I haven't gotten yet is the roses. So I haven't gotten the roses yet because I didn't want them to wilt or start getting old before I even had a chance to make the treasure hunt. So I got everything that would be okay. The roses I'm gonna pick up probably the night before I actually do the treasure hunt, so maybe tonight. And then so what I did was I wrote down each of the different items that I bought, and then I'm also starting to kind of write down some ideas of where some good hiding spots are in the house. I have to make sure the hiding spots that I find will be big enough to be able to fit the item that I want to hide there. So if I've got 10 different items, I need to think of 10 different hiding spots. That's kind of what I'm working on right now. I'm kind of getting an inventory around the house of where are interesting, cool, different hiding spots that I might be able to put something, some place that she wouldn't necessarily see just walking around, but that she might have to kind of move something out of the way or look to be able to find it. So let's find a couple more good hiding spots. Alright guys, I just finished matching up all the clues to the different hiding spots. So I know what clues I've got, I know what hiding spots they're going to be in, that they'll fit. The next part is probably the hardest part, and that is coming up with the actual clues to go with each item. For example, the first thing I've got here is she's gonna wake up in the morning and on the nightstand next to her bed, she's gonna see a message spelled out with the conversation hearts and the balloon is gonna have a clue inside of it. And the message from the conversation hearts needs to direct her to pop the balloon, and then the clue from the balloon will lead somewhere else. So I kind of have to figure out what goes to what and what the process is gonna be leading up to the final big surprise at the very end. So I'm gonna get started on that and let you guys know what I come up with. Okay, I guess that's not really the hardest part. The next part's gonna be hard because I have to write the clues that lead from the conversation hearts to the nightstand where the balloon is. And these are gonna be in the same place, so that'll be pretty easy. But then I have to write a clue from the balloon that'll be inside the balloon leading to the laundry room laundry chute. And that's where she's gonna find the teddy bear. And then the teddy bear is gonna have a clue that leads to the light bulb fixture, where she's gonna find the chocolate crunch. Inside of that, she's gonna find a clue that leads under Bob, and underneath Bob she's gonna find the roses, and the roses lead to under the blankets closet. So anyway, it kind of does the progression here. So now I need to write the clues that come in between, and that's probably one of the hardest parts, because I wanna make sure each of the clues rhymes and it has kind of a fun, sweet message. I wanna make sure that it flows really well and it feels right, and the clue will fit with each of the items. This is the part where I kind of have to just shut everything else out and just kind of focus on writing and coming up with the clues. This is the hardest part, takes the longest, but once it's done, that's pretty much it. Then it's done, you just write the clues, and then we hide everything. Okay, so that took me probably 15 or 20 minutes, but I've got the first one done right here. So this is gonna be the one that goes on the nightstand. I like to work chronologically once I've gotten all the clues kind of in order. So the first one's gonna be on the nightstand in the morning. First thing she sees when she wakes up that kind of starts things going. So she's gonna see the conversation hearts that are gonna kind of be like a jumbled puzzle. So they're gonna be out of order and they're gonna have letters on them, and she has to rearrange the letters to say the right word, which is ultimately gonna say pop balloon, and that's gonna give her the first direction to pop the balloon, and then with that she's gonna read the clue in the balloon that I haven't written yet. This is what I wrote. It says, "Good morning beautiful, you're sweet as a dove, time for an adventure I think that you'll love. With a series of codes and secrets and clues, a Valentine's treasure hunt is in store for you. Get up, then get ready. The good times begun. Make sure that you're filming, then solve this first one." So I think it's perfect because it kind of welcomes her, has a compliment in there, and then it introduces what she's gonna be doing and directs her to then solve the first one. So I don't know if every clue is gonna be this long. It might just be one paragraph, but I wanted this first one to be a little bit longer just to kind of introduce what she's gonna be doing for the next little bit. Okay, so now that this one's done, I need to write the clue that's gonna be inside the balloon that will lead her to the laundry chute, where she's gonna find the teddy bear. So let me get started on that. So I'm gonna put a little header at the beginning of each thing, so that way I know where it's gonna go, so that I can focus right now on coming up with the words, the verbiage, and then once I've got all the clues written out and all the verbiage, then I can go back and then write them on the clues as she's gonna find them, and then put them in whatever. So this one's gonna be inside the balloon, so now I have to think, what am I gonna write? And this leads to the laundry room chute. So I'm gonna kind of think out loud here for a minute to kind of give you guys an idea of my thought process that goes into writing clues. If you've never written clues before, it can be kind of challenging. I find it really, really fun to just kind of sit and think, okay, how can I make this rhyme and send a message and kind of incorporate everything that I'm wanting it to be. So I'm just gonna kind of think out loud on this one specifically, just to kind of give you guys an idea. So inside the balloon, it's gonna lead to the laundry room. Okay. It's time for some work I think that you'll love. It's time to get work done, your favorite kind. I've already used love, your favorite kind. What's your favorite work? Because I don't want to just tell her it's in the laundry room, I want her to kind of figure it out. So, of all of your jobs inside this big house, which is your favorite? Because she loves doing laundry. At least she says she does. That laundry room is like her favorite room. Of all of your jobs inside this big house, which one's your favorite? Of folding a blouse. I don't know, just kind of thinking out loud here. Folding a blouse, because of trousers and blouse. Trousers and blouse. Clothes and a blouse. Inside this big house. Of all of your jobs inside this big house, look where you find all of your jobs. I'm gonna write some of this down and then I could just erase it if I don't like it. Of all of your jobs inside this big house, which is your favorite? There, find dirty blouse. And of all of your jobs inside this big house, which is your favorite? Look for dirty blouse, maybe. Of all of your jobs inside this big house, which is your favorite? Look for dirty blouse. Of all of your jobs inside this big house, which is your favorite? Look for dirty blouse. House and blouse rhymes. It's not directly telling her, look for dirty blouse. I think that she's gonna think, okay, well, what are my jobs? So she does the dishes and the laundry room. I think those are really her only jobs. And obviously she hates the dishes, so I think she's gonna go with laundry room on this one. I'm hoping. See, a lot of this challenge is I need to make sure that she gets the message but I still want it to be a little bit of a challenge. Of all of your jobs inside this big house, which is your favorite? Look for dirty blouse. I think when I ask her what's her favorite job and the dirty blouse, I think it's automatically gonna tell her laundry room. And so she's gonna run down there and it says look for dirty blouse. So she's gonna look where the dirty clothes go in the laundry room, and I think that's gonna lead her to the laundry chute where she's gonna find the teddy bear. At least I hope it is. Anyway, so that's just kind of the process that I go through on each one. That took about 3 or 4 minutes just for that one little paragraph here. And I'll be doing that for each and every clue. So that just gives you an idea into how I write the clues. Hopefully that helps you guys if you're wanting to put together a treasure hunt, a Valentine's treasure hunt for your boyfriend or girlfriend or your spouse or your kids or your parents. Every one of us has someone that we love, and I think it would be really fun if all of you guys put together a fun Valentine's treasure hunt for the person that you love. And it doesn't have to be 10 clues, it could just be 2 or 3 clues, or it could be 1 clue, or you could literally redo the exact clues that I'm writing down word for word. If they don't watch our videos, they'll never know. But hopefully it helps you guys. I'm going to stop the camera and I'm going to finish writing all the clues and kind of give you guys an update once I've got all the clues written, and we'll go from there. Woohoo! Alright, I'm so fired up right now. I've probably spent maybe an hour and a half and I just finished the last clue. So I've got all my papers here. You can see all the pages of notes that I've got. So the last clue, I'm excited. I can't wait for her to do this. I hope she loves it. This final clue will lead you to treasure. A gift of great worth is good times together. Now go down, down, down to your parents' kitchen and look through the doors for the last gift you're missing. I'm excited. I can't wait for her to do this. I hope that she loves it. Now that I've gotten all the clues written out and I know what I want them to say and where they're gonna be hidden and what they're gonna be hidden in, now I need to go back to the beginning and I need to actually formally write each clue on nice paper in nice handwriting, and then I need to put that clue inside or on or with the gift that it goes with specifically. So I'm gonna work on writing those clues and putting them in, and that way everything's ready to go, and the only thing I have to do then is hide everything. I wrote out the first clue. It's right up here on her side table. So when she wakes up in the morning, the first thing she's gonna see is this clue. Ryan had a great idea of looking at these conversation hearts and just seeing if we can scrape off all the letters but the ones that we need for the message. So we're gonna try to see if we can do that right now. Did you see that?
Yeah. Can you write that?
So yeah, it's coming right off. And it's gonna work great to be able to leave behind just one letter, because right now I'm trying to get the letter N. So if I scrape away all the letters but N, then it will just have the letter N on it, which is going to be perfect for what we're trying to do. And so then I just need to do the same thing with all the other letters of the code. Ta-da! They're done. If you look closely, it says pop, and then it says BALLOON, balloon. So I'm just gonna scramble these so she has to unscramble them for the message. Now that the message, the code pop balloon is in place and ready to go, I need to actually get a clue into the balloon. So this is gonna be tricky, and I'm gonna ask Ryan to see if he can maybe help me out. I think there might be a hole in the bottom of the balloon. We might be able to put a straw in, and then we can put a piece of rolled up paper in through the straw into the balloon and then pull the straw back out. Let's see if it works. So we need to roll that up and get it into this straw.
Oh, that is a small straw, isn't it?
Very small. I'll go get the balloon. I believe there's a spot where you can put a straw into the balloon. So I want to see if we can... Okay, that might fit. That will fit.
It's oh, yes.
All right, now that's inside there.
I'm gonna try it with this side.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually. I can feel it in there.
Yep, just let go, yep.
Just pull it, pull it, pull. Okay, now it's in there. You can just kind of force it in the rest of the way. Perfect.
And it's still upright.
Yeah, it still floats. Cool.
We did
it. Worked.
High five.
Good job, Ryan. Thank you for the help.
Meow, meow, meow. There's
The
one.
clue is inserted into Crazy Happy Man balloon. Alright, it's Teddy time. So I noticed that he had a ribbon, so I decided I'm just gonna get another ribbon and wrap it around the rest of his neck, and that's where the clue will be written. Oh my gosh, we just barely narrowly avoided a big problem. Rebecca came home unexpectedly. She was supposed to be gone for hours and hours and hours, and she just came home, and I was barely able to hide everything while she came into the house, and that way she wouldn't know that I was working on a treasure hunt for her. I have super glue all over my fingers right now because I just got done writing the clue that's going to be hidden in here. I'm hoping that she tries opening this whole package in the chocolate and not finds anything, and then she realizes that the clue is actually on the inside of this. We are on to the roses, which we don't have, so I'm gonna have to do that clue last tonight. Now I'm gonna do the chocolate kiss. So what I'm actually gonna do is write the clue on the little piece of paper that goes inside the kiss, and then put the wrapping paper back on it again. Coming together really good. Okay, so we ran into a little bit of a problem here on the chocolate box thing. I put the message in here, and then as you can see, the super glue kind of ruined some of the words. Trying a little bit of a different approach here. Okay, I've got this clue written out. This is gonna be inside this. This has like a gooey, slimy inside, so I need to be able to cut a slit in it and be able to get the clue inside. But I don't want this clue to get covered in slime, so I'm actually going to put tape on it to laminate it, and then I need to find a way to get it in here. I used a big strip of tape down the middle. You could do two, one on the top and one on the bottom, and so now I'm going to use some regular tape, and I'm going to finish up the top and the bottom, make it look perfect. One of the challenging things about doing this right here is I'm trying to take the wrapper off of this so that I can get to the chocolate and be able to put the note inside. But I don't want to ruin the wrapper. I want to be able to put the wrapper back together so that way it looks like it was never opened. So I'm taking this apart right now. It just looks like tape was wrapped around this. So I'm slowly unraveling the tape. I think what I'll do when I'm ready to put it back together is just take a strip of tape all the way around it and just tape it back together. I'm just going to do one side. I'm going to leave this side the way it is. I'm just going to undo one side so that I can slip the chocolate out and get the note inside, and then I'm going to put the chocolate back in. I wasn't sure what to expect. It's not what I thought it was. It's a ball of chocolates. That's not what I thought it was going to be. Dang it. I was hoping for one big one that I could open up and put full of chocolate, but it's a whole bunch of small ones. Dang it. I'm gonna have to see if I can figure something else out. And sometimes this is just how it goes. This clue, as I wrote it, is not gonna work anymore because what's inside this is not what I expected. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the clue's words a little bit, and I'm just gonna put a loose clue inside there, and then I'm gonna tape it back together like I said I was going to, and that's just gonna be the clue. It's still cool, it's still awesome, still a lot of candy. I was just hoping that she might be rooting through some nasty slimy goo on the inside. Maybe next time. Okay guys, so it's getting late. I'm working on the final clue now. Most of these have been pretty straightforward, so I haven't shown them in this video. You've probably seen them in the treasure hunt, so I don't really need to explain those. But this last one, I've got a box of chocolates. And I was thinking it'd be fun to put like a clue or like a word or a sentence or something under each piece of chocolate. So what I did was I took the square piece of chocolate and I put it onto a piece of paper and I traced it. So you can see that I traced the square and the circle chocolates. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut out a whole bunch of pieces of squares and circles, and then I'm gonna put one line of the clue under each piece of chocolate. So each time she moves a chocolate, it'll reveal a line of the clue. Until she moves all the chocolates, then there's all the clues underneath. And then I'm gonna put it back together, and that's the last clue, and then everything's ready to get set up, and I'm gonna set it up first thing tomorrow morning so that she is gonna be able to do this treasure hunt. And then I'm gonna I already told her that I'm going to the gym tomorrow morning for a personal training session. She's gonna think that's where I'm gone, and I'm actually gonna drive the car around the corner of the block, and then I'm gonna come back to the house, and I'm gonna be hiding in the basement, ready for the big reveal at the very end of the treasure hunt.
When we